Welcome to the CoSM Full Moon Ceremony. This is the 239th consecutive full moon that we've hosted since the first CoSM gathering in our Brooklyn loft, January 2003. To set a tone or intention for this evening, we consider the number 239. Numbers can have symbolic meanings and potential for interpretation associated with this particular time and place we are sharing here tonight. So, the number 239 added together is 5. In sacred geometry, 5 is represented by the pentagram, symbol of humanity, having 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head, not to mention the 5 senses, touch, taste, smell, hearing, and seeing. Spiritually, the number 5 signifies freedom, curiosity, change, spiritual growth, and self-confidence. This interpretation of 5 may be related to the 5 books of Moses, Genesis, Exodus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, and Leviticus, the basis of the Abrahamic faiths, a story that tells of a people seeking liberation, order, and transformation. The significance of 5 highlights this month's theme, sacred relationships, in examining how humanity can get along and create beauty together. Alex, tell us why we chose the full moon as a time of CoSM celebration, and then share your thoughts on this month's theme, sacred relationships.
Thank you, Allyson. The full moon has been a great way to synchronize with our community and stay connected over the years. From CoSM's first public full moon ceremony with around 30 people in our Brooklyn loft 19 years ago, to today, when we meet online and thousands can be with us, we have gathered to provide a place for creativity as a sacred path, and to further the project of building a sanctuary of visionary art to uplift the global community. The full moon is the high tide of the spirit, a luminous celestial friend that is actually a reflecting surface, mirroring the greater light of the sun, just as each of us are sacred mirrors, reflecting the greater light of God. To discuss this month's theme of sacred relationships, I wanted to discuss some of the paintings hanging in Entheon. Welcome to the Progress of the Soul Gallery. In this painting, called Prostration, we see the sacred relationship of a person with a higher power. They're opening their back chakras, their will centers, to the influence of divine will, and being assisted by angelic forces connected with many of the different wisdom paths, while their shadow forces skitter-scatter out below. In the journey of awakening that is our lives, we come to know the transcendent source of being by turning within for prayer or meditation, to find the light and presence of the sacred in our hearts. The one light of spirit radiates through our minds as we pray. This painting, Praying, reveals a sun in the heart and mind. From the inner light in the center of the brain, a halo emanates and surrounds the head, inscribed with prayers from 6 different traditions. I've attempted to portray the spiritual core of light in each of us, which transcends, unites, and manifests in the various religious paths. In the kissing painting, a golden flame symbolizes consciousness and spirit. 2 infinity bands loop through the hearts and minds of the couple, suggesting the bond of infinite love that transcends the impermanence of the flesh. This picture, painted almost 40 years ago, celebrates my relationship with the goddess in my life, Allyson, my dearest friend and partner in everything. Together, 46 years ago, we melted into the psychedelic universal mind lattice, and we saw that the light of infinite love is the undying and underlying fabric of reality, connecting everyone. A purifying fireball of passion surrounds the embracing lovers in this painting entitled Copulating. Astral energy vortexes stream out from the couple, alerting souls of a possible opportunity for incarnation. 2 golden infinity bands loop through the pair. In the center, one of the most ancient tantric symbols, a crystalline Sri Yantra, signifies the dynamic balance and interpenetration of opposites. This primal scene reveals our first sacred pilgrimage toward the divine feminine. Our physical existence begins as 2 separate sex cells. Both sperm and egg have 23 chromosomes, only half the number required to be a whole 46 chromosome self-reproducing human cell. Imagine the excitement, terror, and desperation of that journey. The ejaculated sperm swims a vast distance on their pilgrimage toward the One, a 30 million to 1 chance at a human existence, and ultimately the potential for enlightenment. Millions of sperm will die in the folds of the uterus. Millions will die going down a dead-end fallopian tube. Millions more will knock their heads on the surface of the awaiting goddess, the ovum. All will die but the hero who receives the boon of entry into the sacred realm of oneness. Yet the journey of the millions will not have been without purpose, as it is only by their collective effort that the blessing of union could be consummated. Conception and incarnation is a miraculous event of polar unity where 2 find each other and become one, a unique soul uniting with a new cellular being. Recurring throughout the Buddha Embryo series is an emblem portraying the incarnating essence of being as a flaming Vajra, the perfect unfolding of the physical self from one microscopic cell through each phase of embryological development to the trillions of cells building the body today is a miracle I never forget. Thanks to your mom and dad, you won the cosmic lottery and got to incarnate. The sacred relationship we have with our body and family forms our foundation. A tremendous flow of energies moves through the mother, who, in this painting of birth, emits a scream of pain that echoes from her own birth to her death, portrayed as silhouettes on either side of her head. The letter symbols are Tibetan syllables, a white Om, a red Ah, and a blue Hung. When placed in the head, throat, and heart, they're the seed syllables of all the Buddhas. The mother becomes a birthing Buddha, compassionately offering her body as a path to life. The heart Vajra in the screaming newborn is a symbol of imperishable spirit. Though the umbilical cord will be cut, the child will remain connected to the mother with subtle heart cords. Holy Family affirms the archetype of parental devotion and protection. A golden, earth-hearted child enters an energetic flow between them. The child has a halo of world spirit and points to the one light of love, uniting all. The glowing infant is the ever-evolving creative edge of consciousness, a collective symbol of hope. A holy family is the most benevolent context for our conscious embrace of all life, whose shared being is part of an even vaster cosmic intelligence. Thanks to all of you, our community, for helping CoSM manifest sacred space of Entheon. It's our intention to open later this year. Happy full moon.
Greetings from Allyson Grey's Chaos, Order, and Secret Writing Gallery in Entheon. My name is Alexa Spatty. Thank you for tuning into CoSM's February full moon ceremony. This month has been centered around sacred relationships. And in honor of the theme, we've curated an interesting mix of visuals, music, and storytelling to activate your imagination. Thank you, Alex and Allyson, for opening tonight's program. Time to take flight. Enjoy this animated musical production by Chancha Via Circuito and Búho. Shout out to all my air nomads. May we all remember to empty and become wind. Soaring forward, allow your heart to swell during this next video titled The Life of Death, a touching hand-drawn animation about the day death fell in love with life. Even death has a heart. Thank you, Marsha Onderstijn and Ramon de Vilde. Remember to give some love to all of this month's featured artists by checking out the links in the chat and in the description of this video. TAS Visuals is back with another animated show reel. Let's check it out. Thank you, TAS Visuals, for always delivering captivating eye candy. Up next is rhyming maestra Allyson Grey. Enjoy this month's poetry on sacred relationships.
Sacred relationships. The most sacred relationship is one with our soul. The God alive within us loves every part of the whole. What is it that makes a relationship sacred? A natural knowing of love that's devoid of all hatred. Loving kindness and empathy are full paramount. Sacred partners bring gifts too numerous to count. Meeting with the sacred, we touch true awareness, a moment of divinity filled with light and holy prayerness. When we join with another, inspired by the divine, we unify in oneness. Our hearts are like a shrine. When we realize that our body is not all that we are, it elevates self-knowing and deepens our love reservoir. Beyond yours and mine, or good and bad thinking, sacredness rejects dualism and embraces interlinking. When we fully accept the other in each moment of now, the secret of happiness is revealed for as long as we allow. Practicing sacred awareness as a shared mystic evolution rewards us with encouragement toward our mutual contribution. In a sacred mirror, our best and worst are projected. Onto our loved ones, flaws and strengths are reflected. Practicing sacred love is a powerful attractor. Commitment to a beloved can be a health factor. Parents, children, friends, and co-workers may be our cherished partners, broadening our transformative path, whether we're aged or kindergartners. Sacred relationship has integrity we can trust. Doing what you said when you said is a principal must. In any loving relationship, positivity brings satisfaction. Combine listening and sharing for the best interaction. Seeing the family as sacred honors their place in our life, yet no matter how we hold it, there's likely been some strife. Parents gave us existence. Many fed us and made us a home. If they didn't, or did it poorly, you know they suffer where they roam. The way we nurture children is influenced by our history. Being together is a sacred event, and it's no fun if it's all blistery. If being with family sounds punishing, and that may be the case, ask yourself, what do you do with a monster? Answer, you give them space. Send kind thoughts for their beleaguered soul. Even wish them well. Peace inside your sacred heart is where you want to dwell. Think of a visit with family as a gift that you arrange to reflect on what made you who you are, what you embrace or care to change. Honor thy father and mother is the fifth commandment, a model that respects Creator to hedge against family disbandment. A sibling shapes who we become and improves our communication. An enduring family relationship gives our siblings a sacred station. Sacred siblings can bully us or sometimes be protective. You shared a similar circumstance, yet each from a unique perspective. Some of us speak with our siblings each day, some don't call for ages. Yet these are folks who come to mind in crisis and turning life's pages. Now, a sacred love partner is a grown-up, resolving past trauma or loss. A lifetime of mutual betterment presents us with many rivers to cross. A grown-up takes responsibility for actions, remembering to avoid, blaming another for shortcomings whenever we're annoyed. Free of betrayal, a grown-up has nothing from the beloved to hide. Clearing old patterns and past upsets that erupt and hurt our pride. When delivered with empathy, a beloved can hear heartfelt feedback. Sensitive, but with a sense of humor, they can shake off a big flak attack. An enduring love relationship would naturally be aligned on physical, emotional, and sexual joy, all the three combined. What makes a relationship endure is not in the least confusing. To make it last, choose wisely, then commit and stop your choosing. Some search long to find the one and never make the choice. Fill life with your creative gifts and for your autonomy, rejoice. Seek relationships in community. Possibilities abound. Self-actualization is an attractor. Serve others and you'll be found. Displays of affection are appreciated in a special sacred relation. Love is sharing resources, personal interests, and realization. Healthy articulated boundaries help the bonding last. Beloveds who remain creative boost their abiding forecast. Best partners take care of ourselves in body, mind, and spirit. Express worthy gratitude, and when the air needs clearing, clear it. Notice and mention things to appreciate, no matter if it's minor. Make plans together that will take you out of your lazy boy recliner. Sacred partners share goals that benefit others and support ethically responsible choices that don't sell our good earth short. In a loving relationship, what can we do to improve? Omit blame, criticism, and invalidation. Make the leading move. If the ugly leaks out, acknowledge it and apologize. Practice non-attachment. Rightness wins you no prize. Be clear what you want. Don't assume your partner knows. Come clean with your beloved and reveal your dark shadows. Notice your own reactive behavior and words that are defensive. Commit yourself to speech and actions that will not be offensive. When you notice breakdowns caused by what you might be doing, try doing the opposite. George Costanza's path is surely worth pursuing. We are different from our partners, no matter what the weather. Celebrate those differences and have fun growing old together. Trust and support are love's recipe, a choice more than a decision. True love is the third force, sacred relationships' higher vision. And remember what the wizard said of family, friends, and lovers. A heart is not judged by how much you love, but how much you are loved by others. Some who are with us tonight may be grieving the loss of a family member or friend. We send our deep condolences to all of those who are in mourning. We acknowledge the sacred space of sorrow and compassion that we carry for all those suffering on our planet. Remembering the brevity of life, we appreciate the beauty of every precious day.
Almighty Spirit, we remember the souls of beloved ones who have passed on. Cherishing them in our heart, they remain close. To evoke their memory, recall their names as we reflect together for a moment in silent prayer, sending a wave of love from our being to theirs.
May their memory be a blessing. Tonight, we may be thinking of loved ones, maybe even ourselves, who might be suffering distress in body or mind. Every CoSM full moon, we take a few moments to turn inside and hold in our heart those that might benefit from a healing prayer. To strengthen this blessing, recall the name of your loved one as we pray.
Great Spirit, thank you for blessing us with this day and for our precious body and soul. We feel the light of Spirit shining in our hearts, and as we breathe, a glow expands to surround us like a luminous sphere.
The brightness in our hearts magnifies as we join together in a gleaming web with countless others around the world. a luminous net of beings. From the superabundance of our combined energy field, we envision rays of healing light surrounding and protecting us, our friends and family.
May the light shine on all who need healing. May Spirit renew each soul with creative power to rebuild stronger and weave peace and harmony across the earth. May the water, air, fire, and earth be purified, and the web of life be strong and resilient.
We're so grateful to friends from all over the world who send blessings and declarations. Thank you so much for tuning in and sharing with us a blessing for a loved one, a friend, for your community, or for the world. Alexa collects and assembles them on this scroll for us to read, and then we send them all to the heavens in flames. Consider sending a powerful blessing or declaration that might be read at the next full moon.
Well, here's the scroll, so we'll read a few to you. Ree from Australia makes this declaration: to have a kind and loving relationship with myself, to speak and think of myself as I would another, to treat myself with compassion, as if I am embracing another, because I am.
Marzi from New Jersey sends a blessing. May we all unite with our higher selves and transform into vessels for radiating love, light, and transcendence.
Carolina from Poland makes this declaration: stay connected, reach out to your loved ones, pray for those who passed away. Acknowledge the signs from surrounding spirits and souls. Look up at the sky. They're all there.
Sean from Chicago sends a blessing. May all beings realize the truth and love that surrounds each of us every moment. May we be free from illusion and fear. And a special happy birthday to our friend Jack from his wife Lauren in Washington State. Here's the scroll.
Well, we'll send all these blessings and declarations up to the heavens, and may they all be fulfilled.
As we endure the peak of winter here in New York, these words keep ringing in my head. Discontent is the secret door to significant and life-giving change. It's okay not knowing what's next. Hey, it's even okay to be a little clumsy. Submit to the concerns of the soul. We got this, I'm certain of it. Inside Entheon, galleries are being installed and fine-tuned. The psychedelic reliquary is in progress and will exhibit precious artworks and relics of significance to psychedelic visionary art. The reliquary also highlights moments in psychedelic history, honoring cultures and individuals who have celebrated the mystical experience for millennia through visionary art. CoSM members receive exclusive access and special updates monthly about Entheon. Consider becoming a part of the community to stay in the know. CoSM members' online art church falls on March 2nd, the eve of Allyson's birthday. Bring a cupcake and your favorite light inebriant to celebrate with us on the new moon. In March, the theme will be rituals and sacred practices. What might be the most special way to celebrate the anniversary of your birth as a sacred ritual or practice? Become a member today when you visit CoSM.org. In New York City on March 3rd, Allyson's birthday, the yearly Outsider Art Fair opens, offering an art extravaganza of the self-taught, art brut, and outsider art genres. This year, there is a section in the fair devoted to a historically curated survey of psychedelic art, in which Alex and Allyson were invited to each be represented by one original work. Visit outsiderartfair.org to RSVP. Wishing you a healthy and fulfilling month of February. Remember to take care of you, the most sacred relationship of all. Much love, my CoSM companions, and we will see you again on the full moon, March 18th. Back to you, Alex and Allyson.
Dedication to love. From the core of our hearts, we dedicate ourselves to the complete and full expression of love in all our activities and in all our relationships.
Love is the soul's medicine, a refuge in our hearts, protecting us from utter despair. Finding compassion in the eyes of the beloved and the stranger gives us the courage to endure.
May love sensitize us with care and wisdom. May love help heal the sickness and wounds of life. May love enable us to forgive and accept ourselves.
May love enable us to forgive and accept each other. May love help us overcome our cruelty and bitterness, our greed and jealousy, our ignorance and delusion.
May love rule our hearts and minds, directing us to reach out, doing our best to benefit others, to heal suffering, to give gifts, to create beauty in the infinite network that is our world.
A heart of loving kindness pours creative grace into the world to alleviate pain and mend the heart net. To the healing art of love, we dedicate ourselves.
And may any merit generated by this gathering be offered to the benefit and liberation of all beings.
Happy full moon!